Kate, Who Tamed the Wind by Liz Garton Scanlon and Lee White. Alrighty. Kate, Who Tamed the Wind. Once there was a man living all alone in a creaky house on top of a steep hill. On the tip top of a steep hill. I actually live on a very steep hill, so I can relate. The man lived all alone in the creaky house on the tip top of a steep hill where a soft wind blew. The man lived all alone in the creaky house where the curtains swung and chimes spun as soft wind blew. And blew. And blew. The wind blew until the shutters banged in the creaky house on the tip-top of the steep hill. The wind blew, the shutters banged, and the boards bent. It's a lot of wind. Oh, there he goes. The little man. The wind blew, the shutters banged, the boards bent, the table tipped, and the tea spilled. Whew. The tea spilled and the bread broke on the tippy table in the creaky house at the tip top of the steep hill, and still the wind blew. Into the tea. Jeez. The wind blew and the birds flew. The wind blew and the birds flew. The birds flew, the dust did too, and the man cried, "What to do?" Right? What to do? He's crying. The wind whipped his words from the tip-top of the steep hill to the itty-bitty town at the bottom, where a little girl called Kate heard the cry and felt it too. There's Kate. Heard the man cry. What to do? She wondered on earth what to do. Kate could not stop the wind, she knew. But looks like she has a plan. But she could will a load of new trees to the tip-top of the dusty hill in her wagon. Oops, there's little goats. This is her wagon, has a little black cat on there. I have a black cat too. All right. So that's her little wagon, and she's just giving the man a hat, and there goes the cat. Let's figure out what she's doing. There, Kate dug deep holes and watered muddy mounds till the tree grows. And as the tree grew, the wind blew. Look at them planting trees. As the trees grew, the wind blew. The trees grew, the wind blew, and time flew. The time flew, as the trees grew and grew. Here's the little baby tree, and it just keeps growing and growing as the seasons change. And Kate did too. The trees grew till the leaves fluttered and the shutters stilled and the boards bounced back. Okay. Kate really helped. The leaves fluttered and shutters stilled. The boards bounced back and the dust died down. Look, she saved the day. Look at the little cat. We love the cat. The dust died down, the tea steeped, and the birds peeped. No more spilt tea. No more tip-top tables. And the birds peeped. The birds peeped, and the old man poured sweet tea and said, "For you, near the quiet house on the tip-top of the green hill." Having a little picnic. Where a bright breeze blew. How cute. So they just planted trees all around the tip-top of the hill, and the bright breeze blew. And it saved the old man from all of his worries. All right, what a wonderful book. What did you guys like about it? Just leave me all that information. Now let's work on the craft. Let's see, yeah. Let's work on the craft. And if you guys decide to do the craft, be sure to tag us at Trees Atlanta on Instagram. And yeah. Alrighty. So as far as supplies, like I said, I'm going to start with an apron because doing like the demonstration tree got a little messy. Boom shakalaka. And like I said, you're going to need PT rolls, paper towel roll, and your 2 plates. And we're going to be using the back of the plates. And make sure to leave the inside with no paint. Just paint the back because we're going to be gluing it together like this and making a tree. And have my little towel as well for extra safety. So what we're first going to do is paint the PT roll brown. And I also recommend, you can either use the extra paper plate or get a little fancy and, put your paint on the actual thingamabobber. So let's paint this brown, and I'm also adding a little glitter to the brown to make it all jazzy. Now we're going to use a paintbrush, but if you don't have a paintbrush, fingers if you want to get messy, or they said if you cut a carrot, you can use it, which is very interesting. So yes, we're gonna paint this all brown. I got my brown paint. Alrighty. And just cover it all, slather it all on there. How was everyone's Earth Day too? I wasn't able to do much, but it was still Earth Days every day. Ready? I'm a fast painter, so might have to catch up a little if you're still painting. I managed to just finish it. So what we're gonna do is let it dry. Well, I'm actually gonna put the gold glitters on there too. And I'm messy, like I said, so I just gonna pour it on there and just lather it all over. And you can do whatever you want. You could just leave it, you add little roots or whatever. Be as crafty and creative as you want to. Go outside, look at the trees, get all the inspiration. Now we're gonna let that dry. And if you choose to use a hot glue gun, I would take this time, plug it up now, make sure it's all nice and hot. Or if you have staples, you don't gotta worry about that, or other types of glue. I would recommend hot glue gun because it's just the most easiest. Now, what we're gonna do is paint the paper plates, the back of the paper plates, green. And I'm using a separate paintbrush and my green paint. And pouring it all on my little thingamabobber. And we're gonna paint the back of the plates. And this I like to do in layers because I want it to add detailing on the trees. So, you know, I'm by a window, look at the trees, get my inspiration. But for now, just paint it green. And we'll add all the detailing once it dries just a tad. And shakalaka. And what I like to do to make it just go by a little faster, the sun's kind of harsh, but I just like to grab it and just all over him. Just get a chunk of paint and boop, boop, boop. And let me know what your favorite part was in the book. It was really cute. Let me know who's planted trees or trees planted. I'm sure if you're here, you know much about it. You probably have, but maybe you haven't. And you know, times are weird right now going on, so we can just plant arts and craft trees for now. Okay, there's one plate all finished. We're just gonna let that dry and we're gonna go on and paint the next plate. Same thing, same big strokes as much as you can. Need some more green paint. Okay. And I'm mixing it just a tad bit with the brown to add a little bit of a darker green tint to some of the areas of the plate. And like I said, guys, it's getting messy. This apron is coming in handy. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just messy. All right, almost done. Oops. I'm just going to paint this little corner. And voila. Now we gotta let all that dry. Oops. Okay. Alrighty. Next step, once everything dries, we're gonna flatten out PT roll. Let me make sure it's dry enough. What would really help is like a blow dryer maybe. But yeah, we're just gonna flatten it. And that's what we're gonna do. Oopsie. Could be a little more dry, but it's not terrible. Flatten it like it's a tree trunk or a tree bark. And that's what it should look like. Now we must wait for the plates to dry. And I'm taking my red glitter. And I'm just gonna add apples to it. So I like that. And while I'm here, I might as well just add all my detailing and let it dry all together. So I'm gonna do that. Little apples. And let me add my detailing. I'm taking blues and yellows, just colors, any color you want. It's all about fun. It's all about being fun, being creative. I'm adding some of the brown. Mixing everything together. I'm just plopping it, dabbing it. Should have an easel. That's what I'm gonna do. And just making it fun. Voila. And lastly, I'm gonna add some yellow, make it pop. I'm gonna take my fingers because we're messy like that. I hope the yellow's not working with me. Take it. Just adding little dots. And then I'm gonna just zhuzh them out. I guess these can be like little flowers or something. Just to add like dimension and just creativeness. Painting with your fingers is fun. Trust me. So, let me smooth that out. There we go. Now we shall let them dry. And this did kind of take some time to dry, so I'm just gonna show you all the instructions just in case we run out of time and they're not dry. So while you're waiting on that to dry, what you're gonna do is take your hot glue gun and the edges right here, we're going to hot glue the plates together. Both sides should be painted, you know the drill. And then you're gonna stick your PT roll, aka tree trunk, inside the middle part of the paper plate tree and just glue it on there. And so like this, just boop, 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 all around the back. Ooh, this hot, you guys. Okay. And what I like to do is add this first before we add the other paper plate. So it's gonna go like that. Oh, what did I do? Why did I do that? Okay, then I had just put paint on me. You see, even with the apron, I get messy stuff. Then you're gonna add it like that. And like I said, it's still not dry and I made a mess. So we're just gonna use my example one for reference. But yeah, let me know. Let me know what you guys thought of the project, of the book. I think it's cute. I'm gonna keep this in my room. And I'm gonna do this for my nieces and nephews. But yeah. There will be another project or another activity at 10 o'clock, a nature walk. And they're gonna be talking about tree rings. And I thank everyone for tuning into the story time and craft. It was very fun and messy and all things that I enjoy. And if you recreate this, please send a picture and tag us on Trees Atlanta Instagram. Just Trees Atlanta. And yeah, final product. Hope everyone enjoyed. Hope everyone has a great day. And I will talk to you guys later. See you guys on the flip side.